Yeah. Should I start? Hello?
Hello, yes,
Yes, I'm
you're audible, ma'am.
okay, okay. So let me start. So my topic is on suicidal
Right.
depression.
You're audible, Monali. You're audible, but
Okay,
you're not
you're not?
visible.
I'm not visible.
Ah, you're visible, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So let me start. So my topic
Yeah,
is
you're visible and audible.
suicidal depression. And the topic that I have decided is just a second, someone is there in the waiting room. Yeah, miles to go before I sleep. Two people are in the waiting room. Just wait, I have to admit people are there in the waiting room. Just a second. Okay, so the topics that I will be covering is suicide, suicidal depression, suicidal thoughts, statistics. Oh my God, so many people are in the waiting room. Just a second. Then signs and symptoms, what increases the risk, and assessing treatment, prevention, and the suicidal prevention helpline that is there in India. Moving ahead. What is suicide? So I think so. The word suicide is not a small thing, and there are many stages. Like when this is initiate, the first thing that you face is suicidal depression. Then it leads to the suicidal thought, and then comes the final act of suicide. Now, what is suicide? Suicide, it is the act of taking one's own life. It's the death that happens when someone harms own self because they want to end their life. A suicide attempt is one when someone harms themselves to try to end, but they do not die. And in 2016, the number of suicides in India that has increased to 2,30,314, and you'll be surprised to know that about 8 lakh people die by suicide worldwide every year. And out of this, 17% are the residents of India. These are the statistics that show the suicidal rate. Second one. Yeah. One out of every three women who died by suicide were from India. And it affects majorly in the age group of 15 to 39 years. And it's 2.1 times higher. And married women's, the suicidal rate is much more. And the second one that we have is the information by NCB, which shows us that death by suicide is more than that of illness. Now, what is suicidal depression? Suicide is a quick reaction thought which is made by our mind, and depression, it is the state of mind. It's just not a disease, but a disorder. The disorder of mind that is not functioning properly, or a mental illness, and that needs proper treatment. And the most common feature of depression is overthinking. So I like to highlight few things here that what is overthinking. And overthinking, it can happen any time. Overthinking what is happening, what is not happening. And I'll say that these days, COVID is having so much of impact, right? And I'm pretty sure none of us knew that COVID will be something like this, and everything will stop. And it's just not that. But I'll take it as a positive as well as negative one. See, I'll quote one example. Like when the lockdown started, so the parents and all, everybody was very worried. Even the children, that how will we go to the college? How will we go to schools? How will we carry on our education? Will it be a pause to the education? And there were few topics like the syllabus that this year should not be considered in the as an academic year also. But it's not that. Education is still going on. Just that instead of going to the college, the medium is changed. It is taking place, but through web. So moving ahead, depression, it is linked to memory problems as well, such as forgetfulness, confusions, and it affects individual in a way that it be difficult for them to focus on their work and make decisions. Depression is a cruel disease that can affect anyone. It's very easy when the symptoms begin for a person to slide down that black hole of depression where the symptoms spiral and fed up of each other that leads to increasing in severity. I just want everyone to keep a note of this point, that it's that black hole of depressions where the symptoms spiral and fed up of each other. Moving ahead. The most common thing in depression is that they start, like most of the speakers have already discussed about this. So the feature is they start social distancing, they like to be left alone, they don't want to talk to anyone, and they think that my life is not worth, there's nothing left. So it's better that I should go and end up my life. So from here onwards, it gives rise to the suicidal thoughts. The individual think that committing suicide is the only option that is left for them. Now, suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts meaning thinking about or planning to suicide. And these thoughts can range from a detailed plan to a fleeting consideration. Though it doesn't include the act of suicide, but it's very common, and many people experience that, especially when they are undergoing stress or experiencing depression. And in most of the cases, they are temporary and they can be treated. But in some cases, that's very risky and that actually can lead to a loss of a life. So yes, I would like to mention this, that suicidal thoughts and behaviors, it should always be considered as a psychiatric emergency. What's happening? Got stuck. Okay. So these are the risk factors about which I'll be describing in the upcoming slides. Who are at the risk? The symptoms are the person who is feeling loneliness and the one who have already attempted suicide before, depression and other mental health disorders, alcohol or drug use, a family history of a suicide, a mental health disorder, alcohol or a drug use disorder. Then comes the family violence, including physical or sexual abuse. Then having guns in the home, being in or have recently got out of a jail, and this is very important. Like majority of the time, it happens that people are absolutely fine, but absolutely fine as in a mental state is still okay. But when they do this murders or something like that, they go to the jail, and then when they get out of it, no, they're very depressed. And recently we have the example.
అవుతుంది మేడం, జరుగుతుంది మ్యామ్ చెప్తున్నాను.
Okay, so having guns in the
సరే మ్యామ్,
home
సరే సరే,
and
అట్లాగే ఏం ఇబ్బంది లేదు. అయ్యో ఎందుకు మ్యామ్? ఓకే మ్యామ్.
someone is not on mute. Just wait.
ఏ ఫోటోస్ నా దాంట్లో జరిగేవి తీసి పంపిమంటారా?
Dr. Sujata, please mute.
నేను పంపిస్తా మ్యామ్.
I'll unmute you after the session. Okay. So then, okay, being exposed that I've already discussed. Medical illness, that is chronic pains, which Smarnika ma'am was already discussing about, that people who have fractures and all, they cannot go out of home, and that is one of the factors that leads to them, that leads to depressions. Then persons with cancer or HIV, then stressful events such as a loss of a job, financial problems, loss of a loved one, a breakup of a relationship, etc. And then being a gay with no family or home support. Depression is the top mental health risk factors, but others include the bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, anxiety disorders, borderline personality disorders, body dysmorphic disorder, gender dysphoria, PTSD, adjustment disorder, panic disorders. I'm sure that all of us must be aware of these terms. If not, I'll share the links where you can study about it. And this slide is there for the parents, so that how, being a parent, how will you know that your teen is struggling with suicidal thoughts? So one is the change in grades, then discussions or preoccupation with death, increased alcohol intake, statement about feeling hopeless, and then lack of personal hygiene. Now, the warning signs, which can give you the indication, I'll be discussing about this in the upcoming slides. Okay, so the warning signs are talking about wanting to die or wanting to kill oneself, expressing regret about being alive, making a plan or looking for a way to kill oneself, such as searching online, then buying a gun or stockpiling pills, feeling empty, hopeless, trapped, or like there is no reason to live, and being in unbearable emotional pain. Talking about being burdened to others, consuming alcohol or drugs more than usual, and if not done so previously, they start doing it. Then acting anxious or agitated and behaving recklessly. Behaving recklessly means they don't fear of losing their life, so they will always like to do something that may lead them to lose their life. Experiencing change in personality, routine, sleeping too much or too little, withdrawing from family or friends, feeling isolated, talking about revenge, guilt, or shame, and having extreme mood swings, whether good or bad, and then saying goodbye to the loved ones and putting orders in affair. So these two are some scales. The one that we have on the left side, this is a mental health pain scale, and in this you can just go through it. Like if you range somewhere between 8, so you should always have the target to come in 6, and if you are in the 6, you should always target to come in 5. That's how you progress to the numbers. And this is the suicidal scale. You can just go through it. I'll send you the PPT. Yeah. Now, how to assess the people who are at the risk of suicide? The first thing is take personal history. Taking personal history is very much important. Though in cases where people are depressed, they normally don't open up in front of everyone. So you have to be like, it can be done by a psychologist, especially the psychologist or someone who is very close to that person. Then the family history, history of mental health disorders, substance use, history of medications. Now, this is the impact of suicides, and in India, we know that women are at the risk, and the farmers also. Yeah. So this slide, why I mentioned it here, because this is for the parents to know that there was a game called Blue Well, and in that game there was a stage. When you reach that stage, the act that you have to do is you have to cut your arms and you have to draw a veil there. Okay, and this was very common. Like I think it's not more than a year or two. This thing was there, and the picture on the right side, this is a Momo ghost, and Momo Ghost was again the same thing, and it was reported by UP police also that parents have to take care that their child is not involved into some games like this, because momos is like loved by almost every one of us, but not all momos are tasty. So moving ahead, treatment for the people who are at risk. A number of mental health problems, including depression, can be successfully managed with medications and talk therapies. So talk therapies, these are also called psychotherapies, and then you have CBT. And I think many of the speakers have already discussed about this. So let me give you something. Like as a friend or a counselor, how can you do? So how will you talk to someone who is feeling suicidal? If you suspect that anyone in your family or a friend is planning suicide, so what you have to do is you have to talk to them about your concerns, and you can begin by asking questions, but you have to make sure that it is always in the non-judgmental way. So you should talk openly. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and simply start it by like, "Are you planning suicide?" But then your tone has to be very calm, because if those people, they are in very different state. They are not yeah. And one more thing, like many of us, I think they have faced this depression once in their lifetime. So you can just relate to it. How does it feel? Then are you thinking about suicide? This is what you have to ask, and you have to make sure that you stay calm and speak in a reassuring tone. This is very important. Acknowledge that their feelings are legitimate. Offer support and encouragement. Tell them that the help is available and they can get better with treatment. Moving ahead, In medications, you have antidepressants, antipsychotic, anti-anxiety. Then comes the lifestyle changes. Avoid alcohol and drugs because it can lower the inhibitions and increase the risk of suicide. Have proper sleep. Poor sleep can make mental health symptoms more worse. Eat balanced diet, and in diet you should have increased number of omega-3, magnesium, and zinc. Exercise regularly. Physical activity, it stimulates the happy hormones that makes you happier and relaxed. Avoid isolation and stay connected to the outside world. Remove the guns or knives that you have, like you can handle it over to someone who is very trustworthy and who can take care of it. Then getting family support is very important. Go and talk to your parents about how you feel. And when you have an appointment when you're a psychiatrist or a psychologist, you can take your parents along with them. And being a friend also, we should also keep it in mind that when our friend is having their session, so at least for the first session, we go along with them. Then seeking on things that gives you pleasure, like going out with a family or a friend for a vacation, attending sessions with support groups where you can discuss issues with people who will actually understand your problem and give help to them also, like there may be people who are having similar kind of problem that you face. And then, yeah, most important, you should spend time with your pets. And these days, there are many apps like Thrive and other meditations and relaxations apps also, like you can download and use it as well. So prevention, these are the five steps that can actually help you. First is ask, then keep them safe, be there for them, help them connect, and then stay connected. Moving ahead. These are the few prevention helpline numbers that is there in India, and this is the National Suicidal Prevention Lifeline. Now, how to help your friends who are planning for suicide? Don't minimize their problems, listen to them carefully, and don't have any judgmental space. Be their advocate. Help them get out of it. Ask them what they need from you. Do that thing. Yeah, but you have to avoid that if they're asking for guns and knives, so it's not that you go and give it to them. Encourage self-care and taking care of the basic needs. Spend time with them and be present. Let them know that they aren't a burden to you. Point them in the direction of helpful resources and help them create a crisis plan. So this is the World Suicidal Prevention Advice, that is wait. W is watch out, ask, it will pass, and then talk to others. And this is the things what to do and reminders for friends, risk factors, and the warning signs. Now this is the advice for parents. Don't criticize or be too harsh about the child's academic performance, and make sure that the youngster is maintaining a normal routine. Don't compare your child. Seek a psychiatric help. Engage in conversations regularly. Watch out for early signs of depressions and loss of appetite. Now, this is the pressure of perfection that I've taken from an article. You can just go through it. Now, positive things that should be done to get out of suicidal depressions. Consult a psychiatrist, counselor, reschedule your lifestyle, start ignoring bad thoughts. Instead, surround yourself with good people. Start doing exercises, yoga, and meditations. Go on vacations with family and friends. Be motivated at any situations and read good books that motivates you. Negative thoughts, yeah, this is more important. Listening to your mind, not your soul, because I think it's just the game of a mind and a soul. Then taking quick decisions or reactions that is against you, being demotivated and disrespected by the people. Then knowing that you are not alone, but still feeling alone. The constant mindset of who cares if I'm there or not. And then withdrawing yourself away from your family and friends. And yes, you'll ask me the why the last column is left blank. The last column is left blank for you to fill any of the negative thoughts that is there in your mind. Moving ahead, these are the few thoughts that one can study. Like the person who suicides dies once, but they'll leave behind thousands of deaths trying to relieve those terrible moments and ask why. So you can just go through it. Um Now, don't make permanent decisions to cope up with the temporary feelings. Self-harm is never the answer. Thank you. Thank you. I'll make the host. Ma'am, you can unmute.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's true, ma'am. Listening to our mind is important because when every person is committing suicide forcefully, no one will commit it as a wish. So when we listen to our mind, no one will definitely they'll stop the idea of suiciding and they'll come out. Thank you very much for the informative session, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Now let's welcome Rakhi ma'am to share her